Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another website review of Society6. If you are new to my channel, I encourage you to go back to my channel playlists and check out the many other videos I have done where I review websites such as this where you can sell your artwork online. I've done quite a few already, so if you want to go back and check, I've done some on Artfinder, Artmeasure, ArtPal, Etsy, Fine Art America, Redbubble, and Saatchi Art. I've also done two videos called Where to Sell Your Art Online and Where to Sell Your Art Online Volume 2, where I give brief overview of 24 of these websites, including the ones I just talked about, and Society6 is also included in that one as well. Before we get started, I just want to let you know down in the description below you can find a link to a written version of this video on my website, where if you prefer to read things instead, you can go check that out there. And also, if you're looking for something particular, I may have time-stamped that below. I have a list of timestamps below if you are looking for something specific. Maybe I've already helped you out with that. So go check that out below. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Society6. Please subscribe so you don't miss other videos such as this one. And we will jump into it here. I want to start with some pros and cons. So here you can see are my pros and cons. We'll start with the pros. It is free to sign up and list your work, which is always a plus. You can put your artwork onto over 70 products, which is quite a bit, and I'll talk about what those products are later on. There is a large amount of traffic to the platform, and being a print-on-demand website, it means that there's no work that you have to do when somebody purchases a product. They take care of that for you, and I also will talk a little bit more about that later. Let's move over to the cons. Since it is a print-on-demand website, you can't sell originals. That doesn't mean that customers couldn't contact you to buy an original, but directly through the website, that isn't possible. There's no option to tile grid your artwork on products if the file is small. So on some websites like Redbubble, if your image size is small, then you're able to still enable a product and just tile the image, and so just as like a pattern of it. That's not the case on Society6. You're not able to do that. You're only paid through PayPal. I've had quite a few people on other videos, I mentioned this in the Redbubble video, that have asked me on different websites, oh, do they accept anything other than PayPal, because in my country I can't use PayPal. Or I know some people who don't enjoy using PayPal. Unfortunately, if you are wanting to use Society6, you have to use PayPal. You can only set profit margins on some products. I'm going to get into this in depth later. But yeah, you're not able to set how much money you're making on all of the products, only some of them. And their statistics feature is kind of lacking, which some people really need, others not so much. But if you're wanting to have some in-depth stats of who's visiting your products, where they're from, things like that, you're not really going to find much of that here on Society6. Alright. Here we go. Let's keep on going. Here we're on the main page. You can see it's a nice looking website, as it should be. Society6, I'm just going to talk a little bit about it here as we scroll down on this main page. So it's a print-on-demand company that was founded in 2009, so it's 12 years old at the time of this video, and their goal is to provide an open platform for artists to share their art, feed off the creativity and talent of those around them, and sell their original designs on an array of different products to customers around the world. That's directly quoted from their About page. There are over 350,000 artists on their website from over 160 countries, and they offer over 70 different products in which you can put your artwork, just like I said. My quick 2 cents on that: they are a larger website, having over 350,000 artists. However, they aren't the biggest. If you did watch my Redbubble review, or if you are a part of Redbubble, you know that they have 700,000 artists. So they have like double what Society6 has, which can be a good thing and a bad thing, because it means there's less competition, but it might not be as popular as some of the other ones. Alright, if you're looking to sell on Society6, the homepage, as you can see here, is pretty long. You can, at the bottom there is a sell your art button there, or right at the very top, you can also hit join or log in. So if we want to sign up, I'm going to click on that. And you can see if you hit discover art, that means you're planning to purchase some art. But if you're planning to sell your art, which I assume you are if you're watching this video, then you want to hit upload art. And you can create a username that will be your URL for your Society6 shop or portfolio. You can create a display name, and then you'll use your email address and your password to sign up. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward there. And if you click on the sell your art, then it gives you some reasons why you should start selling, and there's a little video there you can watch if you'd like, and it gives you a little step-by-step of how things get going. They also give you some more ideas of the types of products that they sell. So they have different types of wall art, home decor and furniture, outdoor and lifestyle, and all that kind of things. Here you can also find some FAQs and some artist resources that I will get into a little bit here as well. So I'm going to log in, and I just log in with my artist email. So we'll sign in here. As you can see there, you could also sign in with Twitter or Facebook if that's something that you would like to do. Now that I'm signed in, it just kept me on that same page, but you can see there's this little icon up here. That's your little profile icon, and from there you can view your shop, manage your posts, manage your orders, and those aren't just orders of people ordering from you, that's also your orders if you're ordering other people's stuff or just any products on Society6. Your collections, promoted, earnings, and referrals. So we're going to go through each of these things here today. Let's go to, we're just going to view our shop here quick. So if somebody's looking at your shops, what does it tell me here? I've got 8 followers, I'm not following anybody, and I have 44 designs on my shop. There you can add your little bio, and there it tells you I joined Society6 October 4th, 2017, so almost 4 years ago, which is interesting. Actually, I didn't know that. From this point, you can edit your shop. You can see the different products you have. You can see your collections. I don't know if I have any collections on here. Oh, I do have some Canadian wildlife collections, so if people are looking for that specifically, they can easily find that. And if you've made any posts. I haven't made any posts. If you hit the edit shop button from here, then you can change. So if I wanted to show the newest product first, you could do that. The most popular first, or random, you can do things like that. You can change your cover image, your avatar, and your bio. So that's cover image is up here, your avatar, and your bio. This design that you can see down here is the most popular one I have on on Society6, so that's why it is sorted like that right now. If we go to manage my posts, so here you can see the artwork. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to delete this one. And if you want to delete, you can see this is how you do it. And I'm just going to re-upload it here to show you that process. So if you're looking to add a new artwork, this is one place you can do it. Notice that my top dashboard is now different. I don't really like that. That if I go back here, it looks like this on top. However, once I click on manage my posts, it goes to something called the artist studio, and it gives me a different menu up here. I like when the menu is the same, because then if I want to access a couple of those things from the other pages, you can still access your earnings and orders from here, but things like referrals or it's just all in a different place. And I like on websites when things are just in the same place and streamlined. Anyways, if you want to add new artwork, now that you're in the artist studio, just hit add a new artwork. Here is where you can add your title, and then you can select the file that you would like to upload. So here is the image I'm going to be uploading of a commission work I just finished. And we are going to hit continue. Actually, before I do that, you can also click here to view all the product size requirements. I will talk about that in just a minute here as we go through to edit our products. The second page here, you just claim that you have the rights to that artwork, and you say if it is mature content or not. Pretty straightforward. And then you're taken to this last page. Here you can also edit the title, so you don't need to stress about it right away. There's also the category, so this one is a painting, and then you can have up to 20 tags, and so it gives you some suggested tags. This is acrylic paint. It's also not pyrograph. It's also woodburning or pyrography. It's a landscape, mountains, burned trees, wildflowers. It's of Waterton National Park. I'll just leave it at that, but I encourage you, if you are adding an artwork, to put all 20 tags on there. That'll help more people find your artwork. Then you can also write a description. It says a character limit of 250. So I'm just going to say this artwork depicts the regrowth in Waterton National Park after the Kino fire of 2017. And I'd also say it is a mixed media artwork combining pyrography and acrylic paint. There you go. If you have more to add, use up the limit again. That's always a good thing. Then you can save those details. Those are saved now. That's good. Here you can set artwork markup. Set a custom markup for art prints, framed art prints, and canvas prints. All products with the little dollar symbol for this artwork only. So you can see as I go up here, this one has a dollar symbol, dollar symbol, dollar symbol. So if I go to that, here you can set up, okay, the base price is between $18 and $150. So I have my markup set at 100%. So that means the total will be around double that. $17.99 times 2 will give you $35.98. So that's what the customer is going to be paying, and that means you get $17.99 when somebody purchases, for example, an extra small art print. If you're wanting to change just like one, you can. If you change the wall art one at the top, that's for all of them in that section there. So I didn't really change anything, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, let's go into the middle here. Some products might be turned off, but they can be turned on if your file is big enough. If you think it's not lined up properly, there we go, that was just changed, you can hit edit. This will take you to a new page where it shows you the minimum dimensions for this product and the minimum DPI. This one I actually can't even change, and it says right there you can't even change that one. So we'll just make sure that's saved and enabled. Notice here though it says to enable this product, upload an image that meets the following requirements. That means that my image that I uploaded isn't big enough. The resolution isn't high enough, and it isn't high enough for a lot of these things. That image really wasn't very big, so I'm not surprised that a lot of these products aren't available. Here's a bath mat, but it is turned off. You can turn it on. If we hit edit on this one, notice that you can change the scale of that. So you can make sure the whole thing's covered or just part of it. But I want the whole thing covered. And you can center it there both ways, which is kind of nice. Just quickly about this. there's not very many options with this, and here's where I was talking about on Redbubble. For example, say my image is only this big, and say this isn't, well, even if it is a bath mat, but for example, I won't be able to enable a product such as a shower curtain because it's so large and my picture is quite small. However, on Redbubble, and I believe some other ones as well, some other websites, there would be an option here to grid or tile your image. So it would be this image just put on here multiple times to fill up that product. That's not something you can do here. Or on Redbubble as well, you can change the background color to a color that matches your piece of art. Or maybe you have a design and you know it's a design of, I don't know, I'm a nature kind of guy, so it's just like a black and white, or just like a black design of like a mountain silhouette and something, and you like just having that on top of different colors. That's not really something you can do on Society6, but on Redbubble, that is more something you can do. You can choose background colors, and even if your design doesn't fill up the whole thing, you could just set the background color to red, and then your design could be over top of that. But here on Society6, you're pretty limited to the editing that you can do. And that's just unfortunate, I think. So yeah, here, there's a blackout curtain. If I was on Redbubble, I would be able to turn it on and then just tile or grid my artwork on that. So you can go down, you can turn on the different products that your file is good enough for. In the article, I do have it linked where you can go and check out what the recommended resolution is for each of the different products. Here's a good example, a phone case. Sometimes the phone cases aren't where you want them, for example. So I'm just going to save that. It takes you to the top every time, which is unfortunate. Let's go down. Here we'll do this Android case here too. And if I wanted that mountain to be more in the middle of that case, then I could just slide it right over. And now I could do that for all of these different cases, which is a nice thing. And a couple other products too, actually, which is interesting. All right, if we scroll down here, I just want to show you it. Here it is. There you go. So now you can see that mountain's more in the middle. I probably would move it over to the right just a little bit though, so it's not totally in that camera section. Once you've turned on and edited all the different products that you would like, and again, then you're happy with the title, the category, the tags, your description, then you can agree to that and publish your artwork. Just please note it can take up to 30 minutes for your post to appear in your shop. So I'm going to hit publish, and now you can see at the top, this status here has changed to published. Now if I go to my products, and we'll just click on art prints, for example, you can see it's already there in my shop. And it's here in the artwork list. So that's how you add new artwork or design on Society6. Again, my thoughts on it. Well, the process of adding something is actually quite easy. What you can do with your product, though, I'm a little bit disappointed in compared to some of the other websites that I'm a part of. If you're wanting to just set your store markups for those prints that you want, you can just hit right there. You can see there was that option. And again, I'm super disappointed that you can only set markups for your wall art, and not even all of the wall art at that. For all of the other products, you will receive a 10% commission on each of the sales. So say somebody buys, for example, one of the wall arts, that's like $50, $60, even $100. You're only getting $10 of that. That's not very much. On other websites, again, I'm always going back to Redbubble, but I just did a review on that a couple weeks ago, and you're able to set your markups for every single product. You can set it through the percentages just like this, but for every single product, for hoodies, for shower curtains, for coffee tables, whatever they have, for every product, so you're getting the amount of money that you would like from each of these products. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. All right, let's go here to your account. You can go to earnings there or earnings here. Earnings, you can see, I'm going to show you here. I haven't really sold that much on Society6, but just like a lot of these websites, I don't really put much into it. To me, my goal, I guess, with some of these websites is just to get a little bit more exposure. I joined a lot of these websites when I was first starting to sell my artwork, and I wanted to get it in front of as many people as I could. And, since then, I've just kind of been leaning with the ones that work better for me. And so I don't put much time into these types of websites. But here you can see if there's any pending items to be sold, cleared, how many have been paid. So that's how much I've earned in the last couple of years here, 3 years here. I'll talk a little bit about getting paid. When somebody purchases a product, it goes through like a 30-day grace period, and so artists are paid. Artists are paid the first within the first 3 business days of the month, but that's after the 30-day grace period. As you can see, your pending earnings will clear 30 days after the order ships to an account for any canceled orders. So if you sold a print on May 10th and it ships on May 12th, the 30-day grace period ends, I think that would be June 11th. And so you'll be paid for that sale between July 1st and 3rd, which means that it can take quite a while to actually receive the money for your products that you've sold. So if you're looking for, if you need money, like if you sell something and you want that money fast, this also isn't the place for you. If you're fine waiting a month and a half, then sometimes close to 2 months if it was the extreme, then that's fine. I've always been paid, on time from Society6. There's no complaints with that. It's going right to my PayPal account. But yeah, it can take a while to receive some of your earnings. When you set up an account with them, then you're able to set up your PayPal linked email or account with them as well. If you need to change that, you can go to the My Account, and if you go to settings here, you can change your display name, your email, your about, and here you can see you can change your verified PayPal email address. If you need to deactivate your account, that's where you do it as well. Here you can promote your products on your site, so they will give you little HTML little codes to put on your website. You can share things to Twitter and Facebook. Here you can see any orders that you have made. So that would be like if you ordered something, then you could see that and follow that there. I'm just going to go through my list here, make sure I've seen and covered things. If you're wanting to edit your artwork, again, a lot of things are back here on the Manage My Posts. So I'm going to click on that. And editing an art was pretty simple. You just go to your My Artwork, and when you hover over top of one, you can see Edit. And then it takes you just back to that page as if you were finishing to upload a new one. And then when you're done, if I was to, let's say, change that one, or let's see, is there any more I can, oh no, there we go, I can turn on a face mask. So let's turn on a face mask, we'll leave that there. Then you can just simply go off of it, and if we were to go back and look, let's go down to the mask, there you go, you can see that it's on. So interestingly enough, there's not like a save button unless you're changing some of the details. Then you can save the details, but if you're just changing the products, you're good to just change them and go off of it. But here you can see I put a space in the description there, so it's asking, do I want to leave? Yeah, it's fine, I can leave. Alright, let's go back to here so I can reach promoted. So I haven't promoted anything on my website, or sorry, my shop here, so I don't have anything listed there. But Society6 is similar to Redbubble in that, and this is something that I like, that it doesn't have promotional opportunities that you pay for. Instead, they give you tools that you can promote yourself. So they have a seller's guide and some guides to using social media to help boost your sales. And if you're looking to find that, you can find that in a couple of different spots here. If I am on just the home page and we go to down to the very bottom, there's the artist frequently asked questions is one place you can find it, or if you are on the artist studio here, and you can go to the help button there. If it decides to load for me, there we go. And there's the help center here. If you go down, here's your seller's guide. There's the pixel dimension requirement and promoting your artwork. So promoting your artwork gives you some ideas of what you can do, learn what platforms you should consider if you're serious about being creative. Here's the seller's guide, and it gives you a bunch of tips on how to sell on their website and just how to sell in general. Here in the help center as well, you can see there's tips with problems with my account, getting started. And if you click on each of those, there's a bunch of questions underneath. A lot of people have questions about getting paid, so there's a bunch of questions with that, and anything else that you can ask for help. Alright, I'm going to talk about a couple other things here before we wrap this up. You can go back to the home page. So, what is their affiliate program? Well, if you go down to the bottom to the there we go, there's two. That's what I was looking for. The Artist Affiliate Program and the Refer a Friend program. So let's check out the Artist Affiliate Program. So here, the Artist Affiliate Program is free to join. You can earn a 10% commission on purchases made through your links. This is where you're sharing links of other people's products, and people click on those products and purchase something. There's a 30-day purchase window, so your link is valid for 30 days, which is normal for some of these websites. I've seen longer. 30 days is pretty standard, though. There you go, if you're looking at how it works. So if you're interested in sharing people's artwork as well, and maybe making some revenue from that, you could check out this affiliate program. The other, it's kind of like an affiliate program. I guess it's a little bit different, is the Refer a Friend. So if you refer a friend to Society6 and they sign up, they get $15 off, and then you get $15 also to put towards a purchase that you would like. And that $15 off works with addition to on-site promotion. So you could, if you knew somebody who wanted to purchase something on Society6, you could, refer them. And then if you were interested in purchasing your own products to then sell in person, maybe you have a market or something you're going to, you could use that $15 off code on your own products as well. One point I guess I can say right now, is that you can purchase your own products on Society6, and they will give you an artist discount, and that can be combined with other offers as well. Society6 also has what's called a trade program. You can see here at the bottom, similar to almost similar to the Wholesale program. You get 30% off of everyday discount, expert curation assistant, no order minimums, and domestic production. There's also the Wholesale program, which the only thing that really adds to it is wholesale pricing, drop shipping, and you get a dedicated account representative. I have no need to purchase Wholesale. I think it's a cool idea though. It's something that some other websites don't have. So if you're interested in wholesale products, you could check out their Wholesale program. It was just at the bottom here as well, right above the trade program. There also is a student discount. And if you're looking at getting a job, maybe similar to Redbubble, they do have job listings that you can check out, and it tells you where they are. A lot of them are remote based, but you have to be in the US, which I know a lot of us are not. But yeah, that could be an option for some of you. Alright, I'm going to kind of wrap things up here. I hope this wasn't too long for you. I appreciate the time that you've spent listening to me ramble on about a lot of this stuff. I hope some of it's been useful, and that my thoughts here can guide you along the way. But again, this is just my personal experience. People I've found, as I've been reviewing these websites, that some people have great things to say about some of the websites, like I do. And some people also have terrible experiences, and they share those, which is great, because I like when people share their experiences that they have too, because they can be totally different from mine. So here we go. Here's what I think. I think it is a quality print-on-demand type website, but I will be honest, I don't think it's the best. It is definitely higher ranked in my mind than some of them, but as I've talked about today, and as you've probably kind of figured out, I'm not the biggest fan of some of the parts of it. So the website itself is pretty straightforward, and I find it easy to use. I find Fine Art America to be one of the websites that's kind of just, you have to go in a circle to find things sometimes. Some nitpicky things: when you add a new artwork, they should have a button in the main profile drop down up here, in my opinion. You shouldn't have to go to manage your posts first and then add a new artwork. But uploading and editing designs is pretty smooth. The only thing I think that could be improved is when you edit a design layout, that it stays on that same page instead of being directed to another one and then having to go back and forth. It's just a little bit tedious, but that's nothing crazy. One thing I already addressed is I don't like how this top menu changes when you go to your artist studio compared to the beginning. And as you know, as I already talked about it quite a bit, but I'm going to mention it again here, I'm very disappointed that over 90% of the products you're not able to set your own profit margins. A 10% profit margin on all the products is pretty small in my opinion, and should be increased. It hardly seems worth it to sell a product if I'm only making 10%. I've only started into graphic design a little bit myself, but if I'm putting hours and days and weeks into my work, I'd want a little bit more than 10% of commission on a sale. Even though, yeah, I know that they're doing all the production and the shipping and they're doing all that stuff, but I think 10% is a little bit slim. But since I'm mainly a traditional 2D artist, and my products are geared towards the wall art ones that you can set your own profit margins for, that's one of the reasons I just stay on Society6 for now, because I can put those ones up. But yeah, if I was strictly like a graphic designer and I was making designs to be put onto, clothing and different products, I would be more likely to use a website that allows me to adjust my profit margins on all of the products, not just some. I've always been paid on time by Society6. However, I don't like that you can only be paid through PayPal. This isn't a problem for me, as you know. However, I do know that people don't like using PayPal. And some people don't, and in some countries they're not able to use it. So this limits the amount of people that would be able to use this website. I'm sure it's not easy to set up another payment method by Society6. Like, I'm sure that's complicated, and so I'm not really faulting them for that, but that's just my thoughts on that. And one other area that I think is lacking on Society6 is the inability to use small images on all products. I think it's very unfortunate that you're unable to grid or tile or use a background color to fill in an empty space, like on Redbubble, like I was talking about before. I know it may not look as good, but for some products it might look great. Some people aren't able to get large resolution images of their work, which extremely hinders their abilities on Society6. And the last thing that I already mentioned at the beginning of this video is the statistics. Society6 really only has statistics on if you're making sales, but there really isn't a statistics page showing your views, etc. on your products. Information like this, as we know, can be helpful when trying to sell products, as it helps you know which ones are getting more traffic and if you should create more similar products like that. And it also might give you an idea if your tags are good or if they need to be adjusted, things like that. So my final verdict, overall, yes, it is good to use, but your profits may not be as high as you would like. It is free, so you might want to give it a try. If you don't like it, it was free, you didn't lose anything. If you end up liking it, you'll be glad you tried it. If you're wanting to choose just one print-on-demand website and focus on it, I would go with Redbubble over Society6 for a lot of the reasons that I already talked about. And again, my opinions are based solely on my experience. I'm not here to bash Society6. I'm just trying to give you my thoughts on my experience with it so far. But I would say go with a different website. If you're looking for print on demand, go with one where you can set your profit margins and has a little bit more in the statistics spot there. And I think that's it. Please, if you have experiences with Society6, share them below or share them on my website in the article version of this. I would love to hear about your experiences with Society6. If they're good or bad, either is fine. And again, if you are new here, please subscribe so you do not miss future videos like this one. And make sure you go back onto my channel and check out the other videos where I'm reviewing other websites. And if you have a website that I haven't done yet that you would like me to, also please just comment below or send me a message. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, all those places, Brian Sloan Art or Brian Sloan Artist, one of the two. You'll recognize my stuff there. You can email me at brian@briansloanartist.com. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. So thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we will see you next time on Brian Sloan Artist.